Welcome back to the Junkman, everybody. It's me, Junkman, coming back at you with a Junkman Nooner. Action figures go through a lot of steps before they end up in kids' hands or on a collector's toy shelf. It mostly starts with sample photos and drawings of the action figure. The process mostly then moves on to making the figure from clay using a metal skeleton for the figure. Clay is placed over the framework. The clay is then sculpted by the artist's liking, or maybe at times the company's liking. A wax casting is made from that mold, and the sculptor will fix any detail wax from there. Now, before you tell me in the comment section, yes, I know there's a lot more going into it than this, but this video is just about the wax figure, and I wanted to hurry up and get to that. So let's look at some of the original Kenner Star Wars action figures in their wax form. Here's Boba Fett, probably the most famous of the figures that isn't part of the main cast. Hell, he's probably more popular than some of the figures based on the main cast. Let's be honest, didn't you like your Boba Fett figure more than you like that Luke Hoth figure? Here's Chewbacca. As you can see, his arms and legs are a different color than the rest of his body, and metal pins are used to hold his arms and legs. The Greedo wax figure has a lot of details, as you can see. Also, if you look at the photo here, you can see the many stages Greedo goes through before becoming a bad Kenner action figure. The Imperial Commander as a wax figure. As you can see, this is the color of wax mostly used by Kenner at the time. Sadly, the wax figure is missing a few parts to hold on his arms. Most of the wax figures have long been lost or destroyed, but we do have a few parts even if we don't have the full figure. Like this right here, the head of the Bespin Guard, and this would be the black Bespin Guard. Here's a wax figure of everyone's third favorite Ewok, Hologray. You know, it's always odd to me that Kenner made this Ewok before doing Wicked. And here we have the Rancor Keeper, and he's mixed with wax and clay, and as you can see, he doesn't yet have his trusty towel hat. You might at first think this is a wax head of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you would be wrong, as this is a much more fun action figure of General Medine. And you might think this is some droppings on the floor done by my new puppy, but it's not. This is wax Rancor arms and legs. And here's one I did a full video on. It's that big lady dancing around Jabba's palace. Lucasfilm decided it was best Kenner just didn't make this one, and please check out my whole video on that. And this is Reese, and it's a great looking wax figure, and you can see all the detail that went into making this figure. Even Jabba the Hutt's little friend, Salacious B. Crumb, was first a wax action figure. And who's that co-flying the Falcon? No, it's not Chewbacca. It's a wax action figure of Nien Nunb. And let's look at one more. This is C-3PO from the Droids action figure line. This wax figure just has an odd looking mouth. And oh my god, he broke his foot. Oh no, the humanity! Well, that's a look at some of the original Star Wars action figures in their original wax form before becoming the action figure we all know and love today. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thumbs up on my content, subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
I'll be back.
Kenner's new Star Wars Darth Vader TIE Fighter. X-Wing fighter and action figure each sold separately.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.